Hey, it's Ricardo, junkguysdfw.net in the house. Guys, got a live, not a live video, it's a pre-recorded video, but I do have some guests that are coming on the show right now, guys. And I'm going to introduce to you Walter Fuller and Marsha Fuller, who are the owners of Tacky Junk Removal. Yeah! What's up, guys? How y'all doing, man?
Hi.
Wacky, bro. WackyJunkRemoval.com.
Did you say Iraqi?
No, Wacky with a W.
Oh, with the W. I'm sorry. Okay, let me just reintroduce you. I'm so sorry, Marsha, I'm so sorry. Here we go, guys. So, introducing Tacky Junk Removal. Yes.
Wacky with a W. Wacky, son.
Are you saying Mackie?
No, Wacky with a W. Like sign language W.
Oh, it's a... Wookie?
Wah.
Wah. Oh, wah. Junk removal. My bad. Junk removal. Wah. Junk removal. Yes.
Wacky. Like crazy wacky, silly wacky.
Okay. For some reason, is it shaggy, baggy, snappy, craggy, pappy, nappy, unhappy?
No, Wacky.
All right. You know what? Y'all are so wacky. I don't even know what to call y'all. Never mind. Never mind. All right, guys. So what's up? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. We finally met at JunkCon 2022. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How did y'all like that? That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
That was pretty sweet.
Met a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ricardo.
So, I wanted to bring you on video. Y'all seemed like a great couple. Y'all were really cool. I enjoyed talking to y'all, and it was just one of those things where I said, man, I got to bring these people on video one day because y'all has just started your junk removal journey. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. we're just not going into our third year, so we're pretty new.
Okay, cool, and that's good. That's good because I wanted somebody that's new because there's a lot of people out there starting junk removal starting junk removal companies, and then there's a lot of people closing junk removal businesses. If you've noticed in the last few weeks on the Facebook groups, there's a lot of people going out of business. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I just had a guy was on TikTok. I can't remember his name. Reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, congratulations, good luck, blah blah blah." And he's selling out. I mean, he's bouncing. So, people are getting out.
Yeah, that's I think a lot of people have this misconception, Walter, that if the small companies go out, that we're going to consume that business. And I'm going to tell you who's going to consume that business. That is the big box stores. 1-800 Junk King. We're not really going to, the business is going to go up a little, but who's really going to make that money is 1-800. And
right.
These small companies think, hey, I'm glad that Jose went out of it. No! The more smaller businesses that there are out there, I'm going to tell you, it takes effect on the big box, junk removal company. And this misconception that these junk removal owners have that we're going to put Jose out of business or Marco Junk Removal out of business is not right. We need to think different because I'm going to tell you, long term, 1-800 Junk King, they're doing 20, 25 jobs a day. While we do 5 or 3 or 2, whatever, you know what I mean? So I just want to throw that out there really fast. But my question to you is this. Why did you start a junk removal business? Marsha, can you tell me why y'all started it? What were y'all doing before this?
Well, before this, I was working in restaurants for 30 years and just got burned out on it. And I says, man, I need to change, so got back with Walter, and he was tired of doing what he did, and he's done this kind of stuff before, and we're like, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, see, I used to be a forklift driver. Used to work for a big corporation, Babel Soup. I'm not gonna give their whole name out or whatever, but we'll just say Babel Soup. And I worked in their distribution center for years and driving a forklift and just day after day working 7 days a week, 16-hour days. I was like, there's got to be something better than that. I wanted to do something I really love, so I think this is something we really love to do.
We do.
Yeah.
We enjoy helping people and helping the community, and everybody's got junk, Everybody needs a service.
Yeah, definitely. I think trash is something. I'm enlarging your screen so you can be seen better on my end. I think trash is one of those things that people need all the time, such as air and water and trash. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's always a commodity that's going to be out there that people are going to use up, that are people going to always manage to have and try to, I guess, get rid of.
That's kind of how I look at it because, to be a service provider, basically you are a luxury service provider in junk removal, and you need a niche that kind of like people that mow grass. I mean, there's always going to be grass. There's always going to be junk.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what I'm trying to, that's what I'm trying to say about that. Now, y'all been doing this for 3 years. When y'all got into the business and you left, by the way, what kind of food were you serving?
Mom and pop restaurants.
Oh, okay, like
diners and cafes and.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was a waiter for a while. I was a waiter for like 5 or 6 years. Right after I got out of high school, I did that for about 5 6. I loved it. The good money. It's good money, but I could see where you got burned out doing it. You know,
yeah.
I could see that. When you started junk removal, what was Walter? What was one of the biggest challenges? And I guess this question's I want you to answer this question so newcomers in the business will understand, okay? What was your biggest challenge when you first started your junk removal business?
Well, right off the rip for me was, I noticed a lot of people are insecure about quitting a job and just taking that first step to do it. And I pretty much I had money in the bank, but I pretty much walked away from my job and said, hey, I'm either gonna make it or break it, and then once I got to that point, was just trying to continuously upscale my business. I mean, I'm by no means a large company, but I don't really want to be a large company. I mean, but that was really like just getting off the ground and just doing it was kind of the biggest challenge for me.
I don't think a lot of people realize what it takes to be a business owner, but what it takes to make that huge leap in junk removal, I'm sorry, in business entrepreneurship.
Right.
It's such a huge step that you're taking financially, step for your family. What are you going to do tomorrow? You know what I mean? What are you doing Wednesday? Am I going to sit down? Am I going to go hustle? Am I going to make money? You see what I mean? Stuff like that. So as you're doing junk removal, how do you get most of your jobs? I got notes over here, by the way.
Yeah, I see you looking over there.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff we get is obviously over the phone, Google my business. Everything I do is organically. I don't have nothing against the next guy, but we don't do like ads. We don't do. I started out doing some ads in the paper, but I don't do like Google ads. We don't pay any of these, Home Advisor. We don't do any of that stuff. Everything I do is organically. A lot of hearsay. I have went to businesses giving out like candy dishes and cards and pens and hit up realtors and property management. But a lot of stuff that we do is people that just call us and, after a couple of years, it's a grind getting going. It's not, I'm not going to say it's not. But once you kind of get going, a little bit of word of mouth and a little bit of just the quality of the type of business that you do, if you provide a good quality business for your customers, the phone will start ringing.
Eventually.
Eventually. But you do have to hustle.
Yeah. So you're like me. So I'm 100% organic. I don't even know how to start a Google Ads campaign or thumbtack. Back in the day when I started 15 years ago, it was something like it didn't even exist. There was a Google Ads was out there, but it didn't exist. So I kind of just started posting a lot of crap and letting it stick. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've noticed after JunkCon, y'all are pretty popular on the internet here with all these little postings y'all are doing. Y'all are doing a lot of postings now.
Yeah, we love it. I mean, we hit Facebook, and I got my business Facebook account, and we do TikTok and Instagram, and YouTube. You know, and we learned a little bit of that from JunkCon.
Yeah.
But once I was a little nervous about doing it, but then once we started doing it, you know, we really enjoy it. We did a video today of 2 jobs we did today, and it's fun. We like it.
I've noticed the amount of content that you're putting out there, and I'm going to tell you this, Marsha, that as much as Walter wants to put something out there, I'm going to tell you it takes time. So a video that you put out today, somebody will see that video in 6 months to a year and go, hey, the only reason I hired you is I saw you do that video with that washer or dryer. And then you're like, which washer? And they say, oh, this one. They show you the phone. You're like, oh, I did that a year. Though that content builds and that content will actually work, okay? I've been called so many times for a hot tub removal video. Not the one I did last week, but the one I did last 2 years ago. And people see that stuff. People see that stuff, and it's such a grind because I put a lot of videos out there. But the way you're doing it, and the way Walter and Marsha, y'all are, the way you're putting content out there is the way to grow your business. That's the way to do it. But we
appreciate it. I mean, we binge on your videos, and some of them are I don't even know what you're thinking when you do them, but that's kind of the style we like. You know, it's like at first I was kind of like oh man, such gonna see this or that and that, and this is a lifestyle for us, and I'm like, let's share it with people. But I totally agree with what you're saying about the social media. It's definitely, it's even a little bit now is coming back to us. I mean, look, we're talking to you
right. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Marsha, what's one of the tendencies that you got to pick up from this guy right here that you got to put up with?
I give it all that I can to, make the business go and make us both happy, and just, sometimes I just got to listen to him because he's the boss, and sometimes he listens to me because I got to do it a different way and work smarter than harder is what I was raised on.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. One of the things I do is assess my situation. I always assess the situation before I start working. I always look around. I'm thinking, okay, this is going to do this. How can I do this faster? How can I be more efficient? I'm all about efficiency in my Junk Guys business. And that's a pretty smart way to look at how you're going to do business, But I think the question I had asked you is, does this guy annoy you?
Sometimes, yeah.
He seems it. Listen, when you talk to him, do you ever ask him for presents, or because he looks like Santa Claus to me? Because I didn't know whether to say hi to him or ask him where my present was this year.
Oh, I ask him for stuff all the time.
Speaking of stuff, what's the coolest thing y'all have found at a junk removal?
I found an old hand 80s Pac-Man video game.
Oh,
it
wow.
Still works.
Are you serious? What kind of operating system does it run, or what is it? Is it like the whole?
It's a very small hand one that you just put batteries in, and it still works. Hand operated Pac-Man game. Okay,
here's another one for you. What's the fastest job you've done where you've made a lot of money?
We did a hot tub removal in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Wait a minute. No. That's faster than me.
Yeah, 10 minutes, sir.
it was basically like a little sports jacuzzi.
Yeah.
And the lady called me and she asked me, what I charge to remove a hot tub. So I gave her the price, and she said, all right, we'll set it up. And we went out there, and she said, well, it's around back out here. And we go to look at it. And it was one of them little personal size, like a sportsman jacuzzi style. It looks like an egg almost. So I flipped it up on its side and rolled it right on the trailer. And hey, don't let her lie about the sweetest thing she's ever found, because we did a job. I'm not gonna say where, but she found $1,600.
Cash.
So
I like that. I like how she said cash. I like how she said that.
Yeah.
I always get a lot of Indian people tell me, I'm going to pay cash, my friend, I'm going to pay cash. And I'm thinking to myself, everybody pays cash?
Yeah.
so it doesn't really matter. My wife, look how sweet she is. She made me coffee, snuck it in, and then walked out.
Wow.
Yeah, Marsha, you see that?
I do.
Yeah, I met your wife. She's pretty nice lady.
Okay, so let's get down to business and talk about, some of the challenges that you see in junk removal. How did you manage to pick out your truck and your trailer, or what kind of truck and trailer were you thinking of getting, and then you saw these videos and then decided to change your mind? What made these business decisions for you?
Well, when I first started, when I quit my job, I had a Dodge Ram 1500, and I was paying on it at the time, and actually my business paid that off. But I was like, you know something? Instead of paying for this truck, I'm going to make it pay me. So I started out with that, and then I bought a small trailer. And as I started to upgrade my trailer sizes and stuff, actually I got a lot of the advice from watching your videos. But I went out and bought a 3500 dually.
Woo-hoo! That's awesome.
And
That's a big boy truck.
Huh?
That's a big boy truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we use that on a lot of our big jobs, but a lot of smaller jobs I still use the 1500. But we have we don't have use a dump trailer. I want one, but I don't really feel I need it because we use a lot of utility trailers, and we build 4-foot walls on them. And if we can load it, we can hand unload it.
Well, as you know, Marsha, I have big trucks. I have 450s, I have 550s, I have two 450s, I have a 350 and a 550. I use my 550, my 450 more than anything, but I'm carrying lightweight. You will not see those trucks be pulling dumpster trailers. I'm always carrying lightweight, and I unload with my hands. It's not a big deal to me. How does it get loaded, Marsha? How does my trash get loaded into my trailer?
Use your hands.
So I can unload it. Yeah.
With your hands.
You're right.
I thought it was this guy. I thought it was that guy goes like that. What's his name?
I can't remember.
I'm sorry, I can't remember. The new guy.
The chosen. Jeremy. His name was Jeremy.
Chosen. Yeah. He seems like a pretty good kid.
Yeah, he was funny. He was funny. He was good on camera, to be honest with you. He was good on camera.
Somebody got to hold the camera.
So, tell me about what size your. So we know your truck. I want to talk about your truck really fast, Walter. So you have a 3500 Dodge truck. Do you notice that you don't have to upgrade your business in the next year or the next year after that because you already have the truck to do it with?
Yeah, I think I'm probably good for the next 3, 4, maybe even 5 years.
Exactly. How big is your trailer right now?
Well, right now we have multiple trailers. I have a 12-foot trailer with 4-foot walls on it, and that was actually my dad's old utility trailer. It was like a ducktail trailer. And then we have a 16-foot tandem that's got 4-foot walls on it.
Okay.
And we can do basically a whole apartment clean on that trailer. And then I also have a 16-foot cargo trailer that we use from time to time. A lot of that's like lake house and really nice properties. We also do a lot of reselling, and there's lots more hustles than just picking up stuff.
For some reason, I'm thinking that Marsha takes care of all the reselling.
Yes, I do.
Actually, she does. She's good at it.
Tell me what application you're using, Marsha, to do that, because my sister uses Facebook, and she uses something called Mercy or Marcy or something like Mercy.
We use the Facebook Marketplace a lot. That works out really, really good.
Yeah, we sell pretty much anything out there.
Right. So when I first, and I want you to tell me how your business is, Marsha, this question's for you. When I first started doing retail, I was always thinking in my mind, oh, this is worth $100, this is worth $50, this is worth $200. Oh, I'm going to make $500 a day, or on the weekends I'm going to make $1,000. In reality, I make $75 here, I make $100 there, and on the weekends I'll make $300 every once in a while. Now that I have the mattresses, you've seen the mattresses, right? I'm able to sell those really, really high, and I'm making better. But without the mattresses, I was never really making money. I was making gas money, lunch money, going out to the movies with my wife money. But I wasn't making money to pay my mortgage. I wasn't making money to pay my trucks, okay? So explain to me how you look at the resale side of this business.
I look at it to where, people, resale it and stuff to where, they need a little extra money for like gas and food or necessities like that, and I price it fairly because I grew up with auctioneers in my family. We still have auctioneers. So I grew up kind of like around that stuff, and my parents had an antique store, so I'm pretty good at like selling almost anything.
Yeah, we don't necessarily have like a store.
Right. Yeah, I figured that. I was just saying, like, I didn't think y'all were making thousands of dollars reselling, maybe hundreds here and there. Yeah, me either. No, trust me, I have a full-blown store, Walter. Okay? I think, Marsha, if you've seen my store before, I have a full-blown store, and I'm not making thousands of dollars doing that.
Yes.
I'm not making that much. I'm making every once in a while. Now with the mattresses coming into my business, I'm making good money, better money, not good money. I'm making better money doing that. Now, you said your family was in auctioneering, right?
Yes, up in Michigan.
Yeah.
My it's been going for 50 years. Griffin auctioneering. My stepbrothers and sisters are still doing it. So
go ahead. Go ahead. I want to hear you.
I can't do the auctioneering part, but I used to work it like.
Well, come on. I want to hear. Let me hear you say something. Come on.
No, I can't do it at all. No, those.
Go down. I bought all my trucks at auctioneering. That's pretty funny. I bought most of my trucks at auction. When people start this business, they talk about expenses. What's one of the biggest expenses, Walter, that you've got since running your business that you didn't expect to get?
Well, at first, just buying, upgrading like trailers and buying truck stuff. Everything I own is paid for, so really all we have is our dump and gas fees. I mean, and in our area, it's really not that bad.
An unexpected cost that you could tell a newcomer, someone that is wanting to start a junk removal business, to be careful for?
Well, if you're gonna buy a dump trailer or something like that, make sure you actually need it. And if you are gonna use it like a dump trailer or a roll off or something like that, make sure you got a truck that can pull it. Because if you're gonna get these big fancy nice looking trailers and you don't have a truck that can pull it, you're gonna blow your train. So
easily.
That's nothing.
Yeah. And you know what? It's not like, let's say I'm the trailer salesman, right? I'm the trailer salesman. It's not like I'm going to tell people your truck can't pull this. I'm trying to make money.
Right.
So, oh yeah, sure, your F-150 can pull this. Sure. I mean, don't you see that, the towing capacity is 15,000 pounds? The problem is, can you do 15,000 pounds 7 days a week for 3 years straight? And that's just not possible with an F-150. It's just not possible. And there's people that fight me about this on YouTube all the time, because I'm always, hey, you need to go 350 and up. You already have the truck, a dually truck. What's the advantage, Walter, of having a dually truck?
The advantage is the tow power.
Yeah.
I mean, I can pretty much pull by anything. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes with my 16-foot tandem, we'll have it completely loaded down, and I can't even tell anything's behind me.
Yeah. Yeah. And Marsha, do you do any of the driving?
No. I'm the co-pilot. I'm the co-pilot and change the tires.
Who answers the phones?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do all the commercial relations.
Well, is that what it's called?
Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds good.
Oh, it sounds good. Okay. So I do it all for me. I do the selling. I do I do everything. I'm on the phone selling stuff. Selling, not selling the merchandise, selling myself. You know what I mean? Is what I'm saying. Okay, so I want you to think about this question when I ask it. What is the one thing that you would like to tell a new junk removal owner starting out to, and you answered this question for me, kind of, but something you would tell them, some advice. I'm going to start with you, Marsha. What's some advice that you would give to a new junk removal owner?
I would say say, don't be scared. If it's a dream that you want, you got to give it 100%. Give it time. The phones will ring, or people will come and ask you if they see you around town or wherever you live. Just try to give it 100%. It's not going to take right off at the beginning, but over time it will do it. And just bang out as much as you can in the spring and summer, because in the fall and winter it gets slowed down and you're going to need that money for your winter expenses. And just try and do your best.
Okay, that's a great question. That's a great answer from you. That's a great answer. And I think people immediately jump into this business without really thinking it over. You know, oh, I have a truck and I have a trailer. Let me just do it. You know. Walter, what's the best piece of advice you would like to give somebody? And don't give me the same answer she's giving. I want you to answer this from the financial part of the business.
So I think what made me think a lot in the beginning was when you do start getting a lot of jobs coming in and you're really working hard and you're banging them out. You know, grind, dude, grind. But keep in mind that if you do a job, you make $3,500, $6,000, whatever you make on that job, this $10,000 job, don't go out and buy like a brand new car. You know, don't save for the time. You know, put a nest egg aside and set yourself up for success.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I appreciate. I want to tell you that I appreciate y'all answering these questions, but thank you for getting into this video with me, because I gave you a lot of prep time to prep. I mean, I gave you 2 weeks advance. I bugged you on email.
You told me like 10 minutes ago.
What? What are you talking about? Marsha, what are you talking about? I bugged you like last week. I left you a message on email. I texted you.
Is that what you wanted us to take away the dead body?
Yeah, the werewolf and the Count Dracula.
We're not going to talk about that stuff right now. We're going to talk about that stuff. But thank you so much for taking my call, and thank you for setting this up. It actually worked, which I was totally surprised. Okay, thank you again, and please tell everybody your website. Again, it's Marsha and it's Walter Fuller of Wacky Junk Removal, located at.
We're at wackyjunkremoval.com. You can find us on YouTube at Wacky Junk Removal. You can find us on TikTok at Wacky Junk Removal. Facebook, all that good stuff. Come and give us some love. Support us. Give us a shout out. Yeah, there you go. Hey, man, I got to try to be a little cool like some of these younger kids.
Yeah, those are the younger kids that are closing down, too. Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime, man. Anytime, guys. And keep on watching my videos, guys. And again, guys, this is Ricardo with JunkGuysdfw. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check out my TikTok and my Facebook page. There's always updates on there. And I'm doing a video today that I should be finishing pretty soon. I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye, guys. This is the part where y'all wave.
Bye.
Wave like this. Wave them like you don't care. See y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
That's it.
Let me